Good Friday morning, my dear Christian brother or sister. I hope you're finishing up a productive week. I hope you're looking forward to the weekend, especially church. But more than anything, I hope that you're living your very best life in Jesus Christ. Well, I have to tell you about Landry. Of late, my little buddy has been fighting against an ailment that is common to all children and many adults that has lasting consequences if not gotten under control. It's unfortunately more common than the common cold, pink eye, measles, or the flu, and runs rampant among folks in this 21st century. It is an ailment that, unless it's caught early, can be a major stumbling block in the lives of everyone affected by it, but especially those who are carriers, and it's unfortunately chronic in that it recurs unless it's kept in check. What is this dire affliction that can bring so much woe, you may ask? Why, it's plain old common rudeness. Rudeness is something that every child will struggle with in their lives more than once. And Landry has always been a particularly polite child because at an early age he was made to say the magic words. Please, thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, and I'm sorry. This is because all of those adults around him have held him to this standard and tried to consistently demonstrate them in their daily conversation and use. But of late, Landry seems to feel that these simple niceties are not important. Instead of saying, as he would in the past, Nana, may I have something to drink? He's liable to look at Nana and simply say harshly, I'm thirsty, knowing that Nana or Pop will stop and take care of the need. When given something of late, he has just about stopped saying thank you unless forced, and frankly, he sometimes refuses, at which point, as far as we're concerned, the battle lines are drawn, and everything stops until he does. See, this is not uncommon amongst children at different ages, but the constant repetition of the rules can't help but wear on the nerves of those around him as well as Landry himself. The other day, Nan said after one such particularly tedious battle, why doesn't he just say thank you? It's so very simple and it's easier for everyone. And ironically enough, my answer was biblical and my answer was that it's because he's human, a fallen creature, just like the rest of us. It's the sin nature of man that makes us perverse like this, preferring to rebel rather than go along, even if it is in our best interest to do so. When it comes to simple things like being polite and showing deference, we must constantly be aware and on our guard, because it is these seemingly little things that can give Satan a toehold in our minds and hearts as well as undermine our peace by replacing that peace and joy with rebellion and anger. And as if that's not bad enough, when Christians display such cavalier disregard for the thoughts and feelings of others, we're undermining not only our faith and our walk, but such displays lead others to disregard anything we try to tell them about Christ. When we boldly and arrogantly show that we're only thinking of ourselves, our opinions, and our best interests, we're not in any way being Christ-like. We're just as rebellious against the Holy Spirit that dwells in us and guides us as Landry is rebellious against the adults that are guiding him to maturity. I think we all need to develop the spirit of deference in our lives, always thinking of others before ourselves and trying never to do anything that would lead those of a weaker faith to stumble. That's why Paul writes in Romans 14:21, "It is good not to eat meat or drink wine or to do anything by which your brother stumbles." This can be something as simple as not saying thank you or I'm sorry, or not considering the consequences of your words and actions to others. We're trying to make sure that Landry has never labeled a word I hate, brat, because of such thoughtless behavior, that he is polite, respectful, and deferential to others. We're trying to train him up in the way that he should go because in the end he'll be better for it and so will our world. We want him to reflect well upon himself, his family, and us. And in very much that same way, let us always allow the Holy Spirit to train us to be more polite, thoughtful, and caring, that we might, by example, bring others to know the joy of living for and serving Christ by developing, let's call it, self-control. Look, I don't know about you, but I certainly don't want to be thought of as that Christian brat. If I did, it would reflect badly on my father and my family. What about you? You don't want to be a Christian brat, do you? I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that you are closer to the Lord than you've ever been. I want you to know that I'm here should you need me. I truly love you all, and I will hopefully see you on Sunday. Bye bye.